Hi, Codes.
Yeah, we're doing stuff out here. We're in Jamestown. We're at Stogies. This is Phil and Cindy. Thank you guys for having us out. I just learned that their couple story, you guys are high school sweethearts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. We've been married almost 35 years, together 37.
How about that? Well, yeah, that's nice. That goes great with our little couple show. Yeah. Okay, let's talk about Stogies. You guys were such fans of this place. You were like, we must have this.
Absolutely. So about 4 years we were customers here. So every Friday we would go out to dinner and then finish up the night, have date night. And we just fell in love with it. So we kept bugging the previous owner, the one that started it. If you ever want to sell it, let us know. And finally one day we were on vacation and saw on Facebook that business for sale. So we came back and cornered him in here and said, Tony, why didn't you let us know? He tried to talk us out of it. He didn't want to sell it to us. He goes, it's going to take up your weekends. You don't want it. I go, that's exactly what we want.
Yeah, exactly.
And, well, one thing led to another, and we beat a bunch of people out that wanted to buy it. And
even though he knew all along that we were the ones that were going to get it.
You were the ones.
Yeah.
11 and a half years later, here we are.
I'm the same way with Tim Cook and Apple. I tell him all the time, when you're ready to sell, just let me know, buddy. Just let me know. Let me know. Okay, so this place is really special because it's not just, a place where you pick up your cigars or maybe, pick up some whiskey or something like that, but it's actually like a place to hang out and make friends and all that stuff.
Yeah, we've met some of our very best friends. We have some here with us today.
Yeah. You know they're good friends if they show up this early to smoke cigars. Who's sitting in Tim's chair? Ted. Okay, so it says right here, Ted was here. Yeah. People get very territorial about their seats.
Oh yeah,
yes,
absolutely.
They do.
Absolutely.
Ted, we got Ron that sits over there. We got Steve and Stacy that sit over there. Everybody's got their chair.
Everybody's got their spot.
Yeah.
Corvette Steve always sits on this couch right here. So
I was about to say that about Corvette Steve. Yeah, always on that couch. Okay, so I told you, I don't know much about cigars. I've smoked a few cigars in my life. But coming up, you're going to tell us a little bit about gateway cigars, what's good things to start. But really, this is more of a hobby than it is, just smoking.
Absolutely, yeah. It can be an expensive hobby. Some people actually get into it so much that they age cigars. So they'll buy boxes and they'll put them away in their humidors for several years. And then they'll go in there about every 6 months and pull one out, try it, see where it's peaking. Kind of like wine. It's a lot like wine.
Okay.
Tobacco will age, and it ages very well if it's kept at a constant humidity. If it doesn't get too hot, temperature is kind of key too. But they age just like wine.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
See, I'm learning stuff. I also learned that you've had some famous people come through here.
Absolutely.
Some famous people through here. Just drop a couple names.
Brian Johnson from AC/DC, the lead singer. He came in here one time and it was kind of neat because I knew his voice right off the bat.
Oh yeah, I bet.
I was pouring a beer and I heard his voice. I went, oh yeah, that's it. Chris Christopherson has been in here. Unfortunately, he's passed away. So it's pretty neat. Yeah, absolutely.
Really cool. They open at noon.
Yes.
Normally not open this early, but at noon they open if you want to check it out. Right off of Main Street here in Jamestown. Okay, so coming up, we're going to learn about entryway to cigars, what you should be looking at, what you need to know if you want to get into this hobby. That's all coming up. Stick around. We got more in the big show. Don't go away. And welcome back, Cody's Caravan. We're in historic Jamestown today at maybe my new favorite place. I'm telling you, this place is so much fun. It's Stogies. Now, Cindy, you were telling me there's this thing called Stogie Monkeys. What are Stogie Monkeys?
It's our club with some of our best friends, but to be in the club, you have to have the special tattoo.
Show them the calves, boys. There they are. So how many tattooed Stogie Monkeys do we have in the wild right now?
Trying to think, I think there's 11. There's 16 to 17 of us all together. The guys have their tattoos. The ladies don't have theirs yet. We need to figure out what we're getting. Yeah, so it's not everybody can get it. It's a select few that get it. So
if you're walking down the street
to get in the club, you got to get the tattoo.
You're walking down the street, see a guy with shorts on with the Stogie Monkey, you know what's going on. Yeah, you know what's going on. Okay, so Phil, I told you I don't know much about cigars. I've smoked, a few cigars in my life, but I don't think I know much about it at all. And then speaking with you, I realized I knew nothing. You know a lot about this stuff. So what's a good starting point if you want to get into this hobby?
Good starting point would be a mellower cigar. Usually they'll have what they call a Connecticut wrapper. So the Connecticut is the strain of tobacco.
Okay.
It actually originated here in the United States in Connecticut. Most of them now are actually grown in South America or Dominican Republic.
Okay.
But it's still the same strain, so they still call it Connecticut.
Okay.
That's going to be one of the milder cigars.
And is that a lighter color?
It is.
Is that what I'm looking for?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So if you can see here, I've got 3 different cigars that you can see the difference in the color of the outer leaf. So mild, medium-bodied, full-bodied.
Okay.
And it's usually a rule of thumb that anytime you go into a cigar shop, cigar lounge, you can kind of tell where the cigar is going to be strength-wise just by the outer wrapper.
Oh, okay.
So
That makes
obviously full-bodied, a little bit spicier, medium-bodied, and then you've got the milder cigar. There are other variations which we could get into, which would take days.
I've got time.
Because there's literally hundreds of different tobaccos. They have another one that's even milder than the Connecticut. It's called Candela. Candela's green, so it's not aged as long, and it's very,
okay.
very mild. Some Candelas can be a little grassy. There is a Candela that I carry that's not quite as grassy. It's a little bit more mild, but they use a Maduro binder, so it brings up the strength a little bit.
Okay. Okay.
The variations can be 2 different tobaccos, 5 tobaccos, 7 tobaccos, depending on the filler that they use. That's the master blender, just like a winemaker. They have their theories and how to blend a cigar, where the flavor profile is. If they want it more mild, they'll use a little bit less Ligero tobacco as a filler. Ligero is very spicy, so they'll back off on that to make the cigar a little bit milder. If they want it spicier and stronger, they'll add a little bit more Ligero. So it's a blending process that I really don't know anything about as far as how to do it. I've never made a cigar. I just smoke them.
You just smoke them. I just realized, like, you know more about this one topic than I know about anything, including my family. That is amazing. Okay, tell the folks where you're located at, so they can come.
So downtown Jamestown. Our address is actually Main Street, but we're on a little lane called Lemon Drop Lane. We're attached to the front part of the building. That's why we're Main Street.
Okay.
We've been here about 17 and a half years. My wife and I have owned it for 11 and a half. And it's a lot of fun.
I'm telling you, it is a lot of fun. They ain't even open yet. I'm having a blast. All right, we're going to do high-end cigars. Plus, they make some specialty cocktails here that people travel for like 1,000,000 miles away for. So we're going to make them do with that. All right, back to you guys in the studio.
Yeah. All right, got it, my highlighter cigar again. A cigar lounge in Jamestown. Just feel like you need it in your hand, has become the go-to spot with its cigars and spirits that they offer.
So Cody took the caravan to find out why the spot has become a mainstay. Are you getting a stogie lesson this morning?
I am indeed. It's cigars and spirits and spirit. It's like it was so fun here. Like everybody's a friend. Like you walk in that door, everybody's a friend.
Absolutely.
That's the whole point.
That's the way we want it. You know, it's people have met in here for the first time and exchange phone numbers, and they become friends.
Yeah.
And that's what we like about it.
It is really neat. Okay, so people drive forever.
Absolutely.
Ever to get this cocktail. What you making?
I'm making an old-fashioned, but an old-fashioned. So I don't use simple syrup. I actually muddle a sugar cube with bitters.
Okay.
So orange bitters.
So this would be like pre-prohibition.
Pre-prohibition style, yep, absolutely. So we muddle up that sugar cube with the bitters.
You're good at muddling.
Absolutely.
You're a good muddler.
Lots of practice.
And then from there, we use a candied orange peel.
Ooh.
Put that in there. And then a piece of candied ginger.
Candied ginger. Okay.
It gives it a nice little essence. And then all I do with that is I just kind of squeeze them to get some of the oils out.
Okay.
And then our base is I.W. Harper bourbon. So this is from Kentucky. This one they finish in Cabernet Sauvignon barrels.
Ooh. Okay.
And then we'll stir that up a little bit.
And then here's the weird part. This is the part that blows everybody's minds.
Yep. Now that, we usually put a couple of Luxardo maraschino cherries in there. So these are real Italian maraschino cherries. We order these in a big coffee can size. We get about 4 coffee cans per box. And whoops, I get that on there. I'll be
Slippery
all right.
suckers, yeah.
And then a couple of ice cubes, and we're done. That's an easy drink to make, but it's an old-fashioned because of the sugar cube itself.
Now, I'm on TV, so I can't drink it. So, Cindy, if you don't mind, if you would be my taste tester, did he do a good job?
fantastic.
She's going to keep you. She's going to keep you. We ran out of time. I wanted to talk fancy cigars, but I tell you what, even better, come here and talk to him about fancy cigars. This guy knows more about this stuff than I'll ever know about anything. It is amazing. Once again, Jamestown. It's called Stogies
Gold Country Lounge.
There you go. There you go. I'm telling you, it's a lot of fun. They do a Super Bowl little get together here. Just throwing it out there if you're looking for something to do.
We put a TV outside on the porch, so we can have a TV inside and outside, and yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Absolutely.
Sounds good to me. All right, back to you guys in the studio.
You're telling me they have whiskey, football, and outdoor seating? Check, check, check.